Hello, this is Ali Hamza from Islamabad, and today I'm going to report you what has happened inside the courtroom where the day was of final arguments in Sara Enam murder case. Sara Enam murder case, the final arguments took place at District Judicial Complex, Islamabad. Session Judge Nasir Jawaz Rana was heading the proceedings. Today were the final arguments. Nisar Asghar, who was attorney of Shahnawaz Ameer's mother, uh, Samina Shah, he gave his final arguments. Then Advocate Hassan, who was attorney of Enam Rahman, father of Sara Enam, he gave his final arguments. Then like four people they appeared on rostrum. Those were Enam Rahman, father of Sara Enam, and then Shahnawaz Ameer, the alleged murderer, and then Samina Shah, mother of Shahnawaz Ameer, she also appeared on the rostrum, and then Ayaz Ameer, renowned journalist, also appeared on the rostrum. So when they, a little bit brief background about the case within like just a couple of minutes. So what happened was Sara Enam, 37-year-old Canadian citizen who married Shahnawaz Ameer back in 2022, and after 3 months of marriage, she arrives in Pakistan on September 22nd and got murdered on September 23rd. It was reported in the police, and then initially Ayaz Ameer was also nominated along with Shahnawaz Ameer and his mother Samina Shah, but later on Ayaz Ameer was discharged from the case because he wasn't present at the crime scene. And then December 5th, 2022, both mother and son, they were indicted on December 5th in the case. And then after that, Enam Rahman, he also father of Sara Enam, also ruled out any out of court settlement. So today at the hearing in the final arguments, Nisar Asghar said Samina Shah has been accused of abetting and facilitating the murder, but she didn't really do it. Even though she was present inside the house, she was inside her bedroom, but the charges on her of abetting and facilitating the murder are wrong, and she must be exonerated from the case. After that, when Advocate Hassan, he gave very long arguments, final arguments. He said defense has said that there was only one wound on the head of Sara Enam, but in fact, after getting the postmortem reports, there were 9 wounds, 7 on back of her head, 2 wounds were on front of her face, on forehead, and then there were wounds on her cheeks. There were scratches on her back. There were scratches on back of her palms, and all the wounds were inflicted after severe torture. After that, he also said no cut weapon was used during the murder, and postmortem report, which was said like there were 2 postmortem reports, one on 23rd, which was said by defense, and 28th. He said murder happened on 23rd, and postmortem report came out on 28th September. He also told the court that lab report, toxicology report suggests that head injury caused the death, not the heart attack. It was also said by the defense that she probably would have died because of heart attack, but the condition of the heart doesn't suggest that she has died of a heart attack. And he also told the court no drug or poison detected in the report. And then there was also, he told about the recovery of stuff from the house. So there were 3 things he talked about today. One was a blue bag, which was actually like these 3 things, they were hidden and later recovered by the law enforcement agencies, in which there was a blue bag which was hidden beneath the bed, and then her shirt, which also had blood stains, it was recovered underneath the sofa, and her cell phone, it was recovered from lawn of that farmhouse in Islamabad. And then after that, he talked about DVR recording. He said the DVR recording CCTV footage, it wasn't concealed, it was recovered, and body was also dumped in the bathtub. And he also told the court that forensic investigation has been done on the cell phone of alleged murderer Shahnawaz Ameer. His cell phone, he had a Samsung Edge cell phone at that time. His WhatsApp timeline, chat logs, videos, and everything was taken and checked by a law enforcement agency. The important thing he said, he showed during the proceeding, he showed a picture of the crime scene to the judge, and he also said that picture was sent to Ayaz Ameer, and then later on it was deleted. He also showed a text which was sent to Ayaz Ameer from Shahnawaz that should I hand over myself, Baba? And that message was also later deleted. So, talking about the dumbbell, it was alleged that he has killed his wife Sarah Enam, murdered her with a dumbbell. So when they did DNA of the dumbbell from two places, it matched. So there were two DNAs found on that dumbbell. One was of Sarah Enam and the other was of Shahnawaz Ameer. He also told the court that Shahnawaz Ameer has previously admitted that the night before the murder, on September 22nd, the Friday, she arrives in Islamabad. They go out for a dinner and they slept together. He woke up, couldn't find Sarah Enam on his side, and then he went for the breakfast. He went to F8 to get the breakfast, and after that, when he came back, he didn't find Sarah Enam again. So he went to the bathroom, and inside the bathroom, he saw her dead in the bathtub. He did not call police. He said initially maybe she fell, and his attorney also told the court that she was present at the scene, and they agreed with that. Doctor says talking about the postmortem report. The doctor said that torture happened for 12 to 24 hours. And Samina Shah didn't hear anything at all. She was present at night. She was sleeping in the next room, but the whole night she didn't hear a single scream or anything. And he said Ayaz Ameer, obviously he's been discharged from the case because he was not present at the crime scene. After him, Enam Rahman, father of Sarah Enam, he appeared on the rostrum. He said, "She was my favorite child. I have three children, and two boys and a girl, and she was youngest of all. She called me and informed me that I have reached Islamabad, and I told her you have done wrong. She said I'm here for the weekend and will go back to Dubai, where she was living at the moment, and she was working as economist over there. And she said after the weekend, I'm here for the weekend. I'll leave for Dubai after the weekend." And his father also told the court that we as a family we were planning to visit Pakistan later that year. After him, Shahnawaz Ameer appeared on the rostrum. He said, "Sarah told me about the family. She also told me the family don't really like her. They don't want her to get married. She was 37. Why wasn't she married like until she was 37 years old? Because the family didn't want her to get married." And he said we did the nikah, and after the nikah, when she informed her family that we have done the nikah, the family said you have to do it again. You have to bring the mufti and do the nikah in front of him to save honor of the family. Shahnawaz Ameer actually, when he was saying all this, he was screaming inside the courtroom, and the judge told him just to calm down and get back to the seat. When he went back to the seat, his mother, Samina Shah, she appeared on the rostrum. She said, "Sarah was a very sweet child, and I loved her a lot." She said, "At the night of murder, I was inside my room, and I didn't hear a single thing because air condition was on inside my room, and because of the voice of air condition, I couldn't hear any other voice." She said Shahnawaz called me in the morning and said something has happened. So Shahnawaz called her from the next room, and she goes inside his room, and he said, "When I went there, I saw Sarah Enam was lying dead in the bathtub." She said, "I called Ayaz Ameer and told him something has happened. Ayaz asked me if Sarah Enam is alive or not. I told him she's dead." Shahnawaz and Shahnawaz Ameer was not in his senses at that time. He said, "I also made Shahnawaz talk to Ayaz, his father. Ayaz also told me to don't let Shahnawaz run away." So Ayaz Ameer tells Samina, "Don't let Shahnawaz run away. Tie him up and lock him inside the room." She also told the court that we could have made him run away. We could have made him disappear, but we did not. After that, she started crying and told the judge that I only have two kids, one son and a daughter, and Shahnawaz is my only son. After that, Ayaz Ameer appeared on the rostrum. Ayaz Ameer told the court that it would not be a problem for me to disappear my son and wash up the crime scene. He said, we have also seen that brutal murders, what happens is the accused, most of the times, it's like sometimes the accused, he's disappeared from the crime scene, and the crime scene is also washed up, so the law enforcement agencies, they don't find anything from that. He said, I was told when my wife called me, Samina Shah, that accident happened. My son told me, Baba, what happened with you in Lahore has also happened with me in Islamabad. So if you guys remember, Ayaz Ameer was mugged in Lahore. Somebody took his cell phone and also beat him up inside the car, broke the window or something, which happened last year. So his son said, Baba, whatever has happened with you has happened with me too. And I told him that this is all rubbish, don't talk that. So after Ayaz Ameer's final arguments, court was adjourned. Court took a break for 45 minutes, and the court said, we'll be back on quarter past 2. So when the court came back after quarter past 2, final arguments and objections, the attorney Hassan of Enam also told the court that injuries happened through beating. There's only one postmortem report which came out on 28th because murder happened on 23rd. It was a clerical mistake. And then we also have given you radiologist findings and reports and his opinions. And he also said the DVR CCTV footage has been given to the court as it is. After that, Nasir Jawad Rana, the session court judge, reserved the judgment, and he said decision will be announced on December 14, 2023. So after the hearing, Enam Rahman, he talked to the media. He said, I have a complete trust on judiciary. The judge have heard our points, judge have heard their points, and he will make a decision which will bring justice to us. And he also told the court that at the night of murder, there were only 3 people inside the house. It was my daughter, Samina Shah, and Shahnawaz Ameer. She said, he live in a farmhouse. I mean, even if someone scream, you can hear it for a mile, like where the farmhouse in Chak Shahzad, Islamabad. She said, how is it possible? My daughter was beaten and she didn't hear anything. It was like if she would have intervened, my daughter would have been saved. That's what he told the media. And then lastly, Shahnawaz Ameer, he came inside the court. He was smoking a cigarette. His hands were handcuffed. During the proceedings, he was quite relaxed. After the proceeding, during the break, he was again given cigarettes. He was smoking a cigarette, and then he left. So we'll definitely report you whatever happens on December 14th on this Sahara Enam murder case. Thank you very much.